not communicating with each other. We can't even enjoy nature and be together without them bickering about it. And nothing upsets me more than when they all start to fight.
You choosing to pick on me now.
The way that you want, but
no,
that's
you
not my intention.
So then what is your intention by calling me a pussy in this when I was...
It's a joke. I was joking by saying that you didn't make it.
She's just a bully and she
just
picks
can't
on
take
people.
a joke.
At times you can be a bully.
At times, Kim could be the biggest evil person on the planet.
Why are you
and I
bringing
could
me
say
into
that
this?
that's a bully. I'm just saying because at times we could all be something. At times, you could be a
kind of shaking.
Sure, but at times lately you've been more of a bully than not.
It's
what
a
does it do
joke.
for you? No, but what does it do for you if I'm telling you I don't like it?
It doesn't make me feel better, and that's the point. Is that
then
I'm putting you down. Why would that be like an obstacle course?
No, but
you honestly have no sense of humor anymore, so you're not even fun to like talk to.
Well, then don't talk.
So stop talking.
If you have been keeping up with the Kardashian family and the endless, seemingly never-ending stream of interpersonal drama, tension, conflict, and explosive confrontations that have consistently characterized their relationships with one another throughout the years that they have been in the public eye, then you absolutely must be aware of the fact that Kourtney Kardashian, the 46-year-old oldest Kardashian sister who has built an extraordinarily successful business empire focused on health, wellness, organic living, and environmental consciousness, and her younger sister Khloe Kardashian, the reality television star and businesswoman who has also developed her own successful ventures in fashion, beauty, and entertainment throughout her career, have been experiencing what can only be described as a brewing and absolutely explosive feud that appears to be reaching a boiling point of tension and conflict that will undoubtedly dominate much of the upcoming season 7 of the Kardashians television series that will premiere on October 23rd and promises to deliver shocking revelations, dramatic confrontations, and the kind of familial warfare that fans have come to expect from this absolutely legendary and constantly dramatic celebrity family. A warm welcome to Celebrity Gossip. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss the latest updates and hot gossip on your favorite celebrities and the Kardashian family. The absolutely wild, extraordinarily dramatic and jaw-dropping trailer for the upcoming Season 7 of the Kardashians television series, which has been generating absolutely massive amounts of online discussion, debate, speculation, and passionate reactions from fans who cannot wait to see what explosive drama unfolds between the family members, also teased the shocking and truly unexpected return of brother Rob Kardashian, who has largely stayed out of the public eye and away from the cameras for an extended period of time, as well as the return of Caitlyn Jenner, the Olympic athlete and reality television personality who has had a complicated and often contentious relationship with various members of the Kardashian family throughout the years. In the explosive and absolutely stunning clip that was included in the Season 7 trailer, Khloe admits with unmistakable clarity and devastating honesty that Kourtney is actively angry with her, expressing her frustration and hurt about the apparent rift that has developed between them. Following this admission, the two sisters sit down for what appears to be an absolutely tense and emotionally fraught conversation where they engage in a series of pointed exchanges, traded insults, and barbed comments that demonstrate just how deep the conflict between them has become and how far their relationship appears to have deteriorated from whatever positive dynamic they may have shared in the past. The surprise fight that was revealed in the trailer has left absolutely everyone buzzing with excitement, curiosity, and passionate speculation about what could have possibly caused this rift between the sisters and what specific incidents or disagreements might have contributed to this apparent breakdown in their previously understood relationship. Fans have been posting endlessly on social media platforms, discussing theories about what happened, analyzing every single word from the brief glimpses shown in the trailer, and generally expressing their shock and disappointment that two sisters who were previously considered to be relatively close appear to have experienced some kind of major falling out that will apparently be a major focal point of the upcoming season's storyline. The tension that exists between Kourtney and Khloe appears to have been weighing heavily on Kourtney throughout her day on Thursday, as she was spotted during an earlier shopping trip in Los Angeles looking noticeably downcast, emotionally withdrawn, and generally quite unhappy in a way that seemed to indicate that she was carrying the weight of whatever conflict exists between her and Khloe with her as she went about her daily activities. The reality television star appeared to be engaging in what many people would call retail therapy, attempting to improve her mood and distract herself from whatever emotional pain or frustration she was experiencing by going shopping and purchasing items that might provide some temporary relief from her apparent emotional distress and the tension that seemed to be affecting her mental state and overall demeanor. However, by Thursday evening, Kourtney appeared to have lifted her spirits considerably when she was spotted leaving the upscale and extraordinarily exclusive Japanese restaurant Matsuhisa located in the prestigious and glamorous area of Beverly Hills, holding hands with her 51-year-old husband Travis Barker, the legendary punk rock musician and drummer for the iconic band Blink-182, who has become an absolutely central figure in her life and has clearly provided her with the kind of emotional support, companionship, and devoted affection that has helped her weather various challenges and complications that have arisen in her family relationships over the years. Kourtney and Travis were at the exclusive Matsuhisa restaurant for the purpose of celebrating Landon's 22nd birthday, as Landon is Travis's son from his previous marriage to Shauna Moakler, the 50-year-old former Playboy model and actress who starred on the television series Pacific Blue, and was famously married to Travis for a period of time during the early 2000s when the couple became well known for appearing together on the reality television show called Meet the Barkers, which provided viewers with an intimate look into their family life and their relationship dynamics before they ultimately decided to divorce in 2008, ending their marriage but remaining connected through their shared children and their continued interaction as co-parents who needed to maintain a cordial relationship for the sake of their family. The birthday celebration at Matsuhisa included not only Kourtney and Travis and the birthday boy Landon himself, but also various other family members and friends who came together to celebrate this significant milestone in Landon's life. Present at the celebration was Shauna Moakler's daughter Otiana de la Hoya, who is Landon's half-sister and whose father is the famed professional boxer Oscar de la Hoya, a man of legendary status in the boxing world who has achieved extraordinary success throughout his career and has become one of the most recognizable names in professional sports history. Also in attendance at the birthday celebration was Ian Dior, who is a 26-year-old rapper and apparently a close pal of Landon's who came to help celebrate his friend's 22nd birthday with food, conversation, and general festivities that marked the occasion. However, it is worth noting that Landon's girlfriend Skylar Sanders was notably absent from the birthday celebration, as was Landon's sister Alabama, whose absence from the event might suggest various possibilities about their current whereabouts, their availability, or their personal situations at that particular time. The absence of these two family members was notable to observers and provided fodder for speculation among fans who were curious about the reasons why everyone was not present at what appeared to be an important family celebration. Kourtney looked absolutely fashionable and stylish during the evening, demonstrating once again why she has become such an influential figure in the worlds of fashion and celebrity style by wearing an absolutely stunning black shirt dress that featured a distinctive belted waist and an unusual and eye-catching hemline that set it apart from more conventional dress designs. She paired this dress with black stockings and pointed pumps that added an element of sophistication and elegance to her overall appearance, and she carried a classic black purse that complemented her monochromatic color scheme perfectly. Kourtney wore her long black hair down in a sleek and polished style with thin bangs that framed her face beautifully and added an element of youthful sophistication to her overall look. Meanwhile, Travis stayed true to his rock and roll aesthetic and rebellious spirit by wearing a striking black rock star t-shirt that featured a blue and white design that added visual interest and personality to his outfit. He paired this distinctive shirt with black slacks and chunky black military boots that gave him an absolutely commanding and unmistakably edgy appearance that perfectly captured his identity as a legendary rock musician and cultural icon who has maintained his artistic credibility and rebel aesthetic throughout decades in the entertainment industry. Landon, the birthday boy himself, also embraced the all-black aesthetic that seemed to be a theme for the evening by wearing a chic leather motorcycle jacket that conveyed a sense of cool sophistication and rock and roll credentials, perhaps inspired by his father's own legendary status in the punk rock world. Landon had his hair brushed back in a style that was sleek, polished, and gave him an appearance of youthful maturity and style consciousness that suggested he was well aware of current fashion trends and committed to presenting himself in a way that was both fashionable and authentically aligned with his personal aesthetic and cultural identity. Now, returning to the absolutely explosive conflict that appears to be brewing between Kourtney and Khloe, the Season 7 trailer has provided fans with some truly fascinating glimpses into the nature of their disagreement and the specific points of contention that seem to be driving a wedge between these two sisters who fans would have previously assumed had a relatively strong and stable sisterly bond. Khloe, for her part, responded to this accusation by defending herself in a confessional interview segment that was recorded for the show, insisting with absolute conviction that she has never doom-scrolled in her entire life and that such behavior is completely contrary to her nature and her typical habits. However, in what appears to be a comedic and self-aware moment that demonstrates Khloe's ability to laugh at herself and acknowledge her own contradictions, Khloe hilariously checks her own phone search history right there in the confessional, revealing that her searches include relatively innocuous and harmless topics such as dogs and nails, leading her to quip with humor and irony that everything is happy in her digital life, a comment that appears designed to contradict Kourtney's accusation and suggest that she maintains a positive and uplifting approach to her online activities and her use of technology more broadly. However, Khloe also made a more serious and cutting comment in another confessional segment, emphasizing with unmistakable hurt and frustration that Kourtney never has anything nice to say these days. A statement that underscores just how frosty and emotionally distant their relationship appears to have become, and that suggests a pattern of behavior on Kourtney's part that has caused Khloe significant emotional pain and hurt. This comment from Khloe reveals that the tension between these two sisters may go far deeper than a single disagreement or isolated incident, and instead may be reflective of a broader pattern of negativity, criticism, or emotional distance that has been accumulating over time and has finally reached a breaking point where Khloe feels compelled to express her hurt and frustration directly.